1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Do you hear me well, guys? Please put your pluses if everything is okay. I'm accepting your congratulations. I just moved to new apartments. So we are starting our stream. Today we just trade, show previous trades, and answer your questions. That's okay. Let's wait for several more minutes for other visitors to come. Great, thank you for your feedback about the sound. Switch to economic calendar. What do we have here? All the news already released. Everything is stable. So let's watch. Okay, let's start. While you are coming, let me open the main instruments and start the analysis. We usually start from the BTC analysis. As you know, just a moment. So let's watch BTC first of all, because many altcoins, most altcoins following the BTC. So we always need to start our trading session checking the BTC. Time frame. So for a long period of time, we have been floating inside this consolidation, and this enormous consolidation is so long that it started from February, and still we are inside. So as I marked earlier, there are two scenarios. The negative one, let's draw a new. So the negative scenario, and if we break support, and the positive one if we break the resistance. But now the whole market is waiting for kind of clarity because hanging around this diapason, all the participants are feeling a kind of uncertainty. They don't know what to do, long or short, or something else. So my question is, let's guess which event will probably symbolize the positive outcome. I mean, the breakout of this structure, breakout of BTC towards new highs, and the beginning of new bull run. What event, what occasion will probably provoke the closest one, probably provoke such a kind of movement, the breakout, retest, and the new highs, and this area will correspond to the new era of altcoins, because altcoins always follow the BTC, and if BTC rises for example 10%, altcoins multiplies it to 5 or 3 or even 5%. For example, if BTC goes 10% higher, some other altcoins go 30% higher. So what is the occasion, please? What do you think the closest event that could probably provoke positive outcome? We still have no. Don't be shy. Let's just suppose. What do you think? I'm really curious about. Yes, and don't forget about your questions that you can address me through chatting here. So, okay, I will give you an answer. That's not the last instance truth, but it's just my professional opinion, I would say. So, US president elections. Now we have regulative institutions, including SEC, which really make a dramatic pressure on the crypto industry, the whole crypto industry. But the plot is that most candidates for US president support crypto, and they will fight for crypto industry to flourish for sure. And for the current moment, as I mentioned, the market is waiting for external drivers as US president election. And now, for that reason, we have no clear direction like we have in bull run, and everything skyrockets, or when we have bearish market and everything falls. So now we have to spend all the day in front of the monitor watching for local inefficiencies or some local outburst of activity on a certain instrument to grab some movement. So I think you know. So let's switch to the instruments. Please write your instruments and your questions. I will provide the idea on the instruments you offer to analyze. If we have no trades, we will be observing my previous trades. Sometimes I make recordings of my trades. For example, yesterday trades I recorded. Okay. The BTC now is in it's a 4-hour time frame. On 1-hour time frame we have. There was very dangerous zone here. I made some put some limit orders for purchase here, but during this movement I already fixed about 30% of movement, but I really believe that 74,000 will be broken for sure. That's just a matter of time. So let's watch. What do we have? The BTC behavior is now quite unpredictable, but anyway, it's still inside the local consolidation. No active movements, and altcoins do so the same, absolutely the same. Yesterday I was waiting for Ori USDT to break this level, because as you see, many people asked me about the ideal pattern for the breakout of horizontals level. So that was a really ideal pattern for breakout, but there was a fake breakout, very small breakout, and here I was stopped. There was a stop loss hit. So previously I tried to work out the same situation on USDT. I can check your questions. Yes, for sure we have English speaking community. Just a moment. Yes, there was the assault of 1.0. There was this place, and during the first assault of just a moment. The first time we tested 0.1, I got the pullback. Where it was, I can't find. There was ideal setup for the breakout. I tried this breakout, but I was big fall, so there was my mistake and some problems with my internet, so I was closed here in minus. But then I tried to get the pullback from 0.1. I will show you there, just a moment. There was a pullback from 1.0. I just tried to catch this knife strategy when we have a pullback. I'll show you. When we have a small pattern for breakout, then we break and we are getting into the huge limit order that resists the price to come higher, and we got the pullback here. So there was my first several limit orders to initiate the trade. Don't remember how much I got. Look at this picture provide you much more information about the ideal pattern for the pullback. Why? Because here we had the breakout from the structure. By the end of this breakout, the power of buyers are getting weaker because everyone sees that here we have round levels are extremely strong. We have the first approach to round level, so it means that with a higher probability we will fail to break this from the first attempt. So many people, many traders fix their position here, those who traded this breakout. So we tried to short from this point, because round price of the level, huge limit order, the first approach after breakout, the ideal conditions for pullback. I don't know about $60 or 100, I don't remember. Another one situation was on Zeta USDT. There was we just came to this huge limit order, about $400,000 in dollars, I mean. So there wasn't a spoofer, because there was a really stable limit order that have been standing there for several hours, and there was a really good reaction. But I don't unfortunately I failed to record this trade fully, because by that time I had to leave, and I just closed this trade manually through mobile application. Let's watch what was the level. 67.56. There was a really good reaction. Yes, and from there we started to grow, but I unfortunately only closed about $100 from here because I was about to go for training practice and needed to close this position. Okay, do you have some... Your free signals don't work. That's not my signals. I'm not an author of the signals. I'm just a streamer. Great. So don't be shy to provide your ideas, write your comments, and write your instruments to dismantle. Because I'm still have no idea about the current setups. Absolutely no idea. Let's watch maybe some zones. The problem is the BTC itself don't know where to go. This is the most dramatic situation when the BTC have no clear direction to follow. That's why the other instruments, like the other altcoins, behave the same way. So let's watch something to dismantle from my previous. Talking about the breakout strategy again on PhilUSDT, as you see, there was the outburst, unexpected outburst of the local activity of PhilUSDT. You see that the instrument has been pumped for a long time, and then we see the consolidation. There was the first attempt to open the trade from the lower side of this structure, where we just had 2 touches to the level, and here we had 3 or more touches to the level. That's a kind of entry from the structure. This structure is just a consolidation, and you know that the cryptocurrency usually really like to move between the consolidations. Consolidation, breakout, consolidation, breakout, consolidation, breakout again, and so on. So as you see that there were several touches to the lower boundary of this consolidation and much more touches to the upper side. It means that our high ground is more attractive for breakout, especially taking into account that we were going along the trend, the core uptrend, and the BTC was about to grow. So let's watch. So if you have questions about the strategy itself, please write your comments and write your questions. So this is the moment of truth, because here we are breaking the level. I decided not to add the position. Why? Because the approach to the level of breakout was too drastic. As you see, I really like when we have a kind of compression, when we have a level like this and we are getting closer and closer and closer, like just a compression to the level. So here we have a kind of compression, then a higher amplitude and drastic approach. That usually, in some cases, it leads to the fake breakout and the price rolls back. That's why I decided to open the trade from this huge limit order from the structure, and there was ideal entry point, really good entry point. And finally, at this point, I just decided to not to open new position, just to give a chance to this trade. And what do we see? Finally, there are no activity to break this structure. Usually when we have the breakout, it should break with a good impulse, with a really good impulse, but we have no impulse. We already have a fake out, as you see, and here we had a kind of limit order as a support. So usually we use this support as a kind of shelter for our stop loss. So I was greedy. From there we see that this limit order started to push the price higher and higher. That is not the breakout because it's not so impulsive, but the idea is the same. I call this just the exit from the consolidation. Finally, most part is closed, and by that time I was hoping for the retest. I mean that the price getting back to the breakout level, and then we go again to growth. Can you please explain why you open the spot chart and the future chart? What we can do with the price difference between? The plot is not in the price difference. We open both spot and futures to see all the participants, because sometimes, for example, let's imagine we have the situation of breakout, and our futures order book is quite empty, and we have no opportunity to load in this breakout, to enter in this breakout in advance. But on the order book of spot, we see that here we have really huge limit orders, the battery of several huge limit orders. We can treat them as a kind of shelter, as a kind of support from where we can open a trade on futures. Because if we have really good support here on spot, it will resist the price, support the price to not giving to get the price lower. And the same will be on the futures, because futures is following the spot. Of course, sometimes the correlation is being back to the normal parameters through funding function. But anyway, by the default, we suppose that futures is following the futures price is following the spot price. So if we have something on the spot that don't let the price to move somewhere, the same will be on the futures. So watching both futures and spot, we have much more space for analysis, much more information. Because as you see, some participants on spot and futures are different. I hope I answered your questions. Your question. I don't remember whether it was the retest or not. I don't remember. No, there was yes, there was a stop loss for the last part. Now there was about $180. Another one situation, maybe I already showed this one, because there was about to break 1 hour or even 1 week extremums, and in such cases, when we break a really strong extremums like 1 hour or 1 week, the potential of movement usually is insane, is really insane. I will show you. Look at this. There was a decision to enter in advance because we see the unreal activity of buyers, and you see by the clusters that the green color is getting more and more the activity of, yeah, there was a 1 week extremums. You can't see by this chart, but anyway, the mistake was that I was quite nervous because I had some problems with the internet, and I failed to scroll up the decimal price. I mean, the increasing the scale of the order book to control the price. When we have such volatility, we always should scroll up the decimal pricing, just not to lose the price inside such volatile periods. Yeah, you're welcome. There was a times of really good breakouts. Such breakouts are reliable, and they are relevant only on the market where BTC really knows where he's going. Of course, I mean long. Just look at this volatility. Really mad one. So as I said, we really need some external drivers to provide such kind of movements, because now the market is asleep, really asleep. Just compare the volatility. It's just dying out. But to trade simultaneously, that's a hard, quite difficult practice to watch two trades simultaneously. There was the attempt to open a trade and catch the breakout. There was a fake out, as you see. But here we still have chances to open a local zone formation. Maybe I will, if you are interested, please put your pluses, and the next video or the next stream will be devoted to the formation of zones, how to work out the zones formation. It's a kind of very local breakout inside the coin that is being pumped. Okay. Because that's a topic for another discussion. I think we have not much time for today, just to develop all the topic and to explain all the peculiarities of this strategy. So from the very beginning, there was a quite negative scenario, but by the end it was really good outcome. The activity was insane. I really miss such times when the market is really skyrocketing. Several percents give you really huge profits. That's about scalping. Because the scalping is the real trading, at least. Recently we we're working on the video about the binary options, why you shouldn't trade this. I really hope most of you guys don't deal with binary options, because that's a greatest scam after the gambling, after the casino and so on. That's even worse, because the whole world of scammers, pseudo bloggers, fake bloggers like Lara Trader, as you know, they are deceiving people about their results that are in fact artificial. They are made on demo account just to force you to register by their referral links and so on. Another trade. There was a pullback from huge limit order. There was just 21 lots open trade just to be able to set a stop loss above this level, above this limit order. See? So there was a really small fake out approach to this huge limit order of almost 3 million lots. That's about, I think, $1 million, about $1 million. That's the really huge limit order. And usually, if we see that here we have the volume of 1.5 million within 5 minutes, it means that for the first approach, we would probably can't eat this limit order for the first attempt. That's why we usually have the pullbacks from such limit orders when we come in for the first time. So you shouldn't the potential of such breakouts are not so big and not so huge. You shouldn't be greedy working out such situations, but except one situation when, for example, we have a kind of growth structure. Here we have a huge limit order, breakout. From here you open your short trade as a pullback, and then we grab the limit, the stop losses of long players, and we are getting lower and lower, especially on the background of falling BTC. That's the ideal situation to prolong your potential, to expect really good potential from such trades. But in other cases, I usually close 0.5, 0.7, and that's that's okay. Just the first reaction. The main advantage of such a strategy is just that you have very extremely good risk reward ratio. You lose, for example, $30 in case the limit order is eaten, plus the small squeeze. For example, it's about $30 loss against $200, for example, your profit. Okay, let's switch to our coins. It's about ton USDT. Stop losses, daily impulse. What do you mean? Sometimes when the activity is really high, and finally we understand that we were wrong getting into the trade in the pullback, and the limit order is being executed in several seconds, usually you have a momentum just to close the trade manually, because if you fail, the limit order will be executed and the impulse, your stop loss will be hit with the impulse, and in fact the point where your trade will be closed in minus will be much worse than you expected. That's a kind of squeeze. On USDT made really good impulse because yesterday there was 11 years of Telegram, and on this occasion there was some important news. I don't know, but anyway, I really believe in Ton USDT as a kind of native token of Telegram ecosystem. Anyway, 8.3 will be the next area of strength, and I really believe that we will be consolidating somewhere here, and the new bull run for Ton USDT will begin when it assault 8.3. That's not bad from the listing. Sorry, but that's not the listing. We have now the full story of this instrument. But anyway, the picture is really good. What else I want to consider? I have a question. How you define false breakout from true breakout? Just by the activity of the tape and activity of clusters. For example, let me show you the two examples where there was such a trade. Just a moment, no. Almost totally forgot where I got this Van Re fake out. That's strange. I'm just trying to find the example. You should just watch the activity before the breakout. For example, there is no way for fake out in such situation when we see this mad activity. So we see several touches, we see that the third touch is coming, and by that moment we should be ready. So just look at this activity. Let's turn to the 0.25 speed of this video. And now what do we see? Look at this, how tape is going to be mad. Here I even had the kind of lags on my order book, and then on the chart I saw that my trades were in fact closed by limit orders. That's about high activity. But when we see the fake out, usually you understand this after you already in the trade. So you just really should force yourself to close the trade. For example, when we have level several touch, so you are in the trade here, and we have something like this, more than 30 seconds, 40 seconds, something like this, and we're getting back. That's all, no chances. You should force yourself to accept this truth that it's too late. You should close this trade, because many people I know, they hate breakouts. Breakouts don't work because they can't force themselves to close trade when it's too late, or when it's just didn't work for, we don't know the reasons. We are working only with risks and probabilities. For some reason there wasn't a good workout, that's okay, but people are hoping for the best, that something will change and we're getting back faster. No, the basic principle of this strategy already diminished, because it turned to be, as a one of explanation, there were no stop losses and liquidity here enough just to provide such an impulse. Okay, we have what we have. We should close the trade. Never overseed these losses. It will never come to your direction. Just follow the rules and close the trade. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. I would say that the most useful indicator is just an activity of the tape and the instrument itself. If the activity is really high, the probability that it will be fake out is minimal, about 5%, I mean. Otherwise, if you take a risk, like in this case, let's watch. You remember this activity, yeah, really mad activity against this one. No, not this one, this one. So we are getting closer. We're getting closer. That's about to be broken. And if I had been standing in this trade just from this point, not about to load in advance, not from here. In this place, I was already about to close the trade because you see no activity. Okay, we wait. Okay, from this place, I would probably made another try, another attempt. But if we have 30 seconds of no action, we should close the trade. It means that we have not enough power to push, not enough liquidity to grab, and so on. But in fact, this trade was really easy money because the market is getting more and more difficult, and such a kind of supporters that push the price higher and higher and higher. That's a very rare situation. Very rare. Yeah, coin glass, but it's not coin glass. Coin glass, it's when you translate through translator, it's called order book. But that's a really good matter that you are getting into uh, technical English about trading. Thank you for your activity, guys. So we have, I think, about 5 minutes to finish. So ask your questions or maybe your suggestions about next streams, about what strategies you want me to dismantle next time. Mm. Is there any way to mark the price with diagonal line? What do you mean? Ah, that's impossible to mark the line within client level right in the order book because order book is just the depth of market. You can do this only on graph. Of course, for sure, you can do it on a graph, just drawing the lines as you wish. But there is no sense, even in terms of developers, to include this possibility, this ability um, to put in client levels in order book. I even can't imagine how to do this because it's just a list of price with different orders. There is no sense for that. Just use the graph for drawing the lines. And maybe if you're talking about how to detect the level where you will be breaking the inclined level, just try to add small new some local new horizontal levels where the breakout of this inclined level will be, as you see. So you will be there will be a sign for you. Ah, you mean coin glass? Yeah, I know. the website. The liquidation heat map is a really interesting thing. Many traders believe that in fact it's just a fake because no exchanges, no resources have no right to provide such an information about the area where people were liquidated. They have no right to provide such information, and I personally don't know from where this information appears. But anyway, if it helps you in trading, why not? In this case, it means that it works. Yeah, but I usually use the extremums, the quite simple things to figure out the potential. Sometimes you think that the potential will be several percentage, so now 5% because the closest cascade level is about a 5%, but in fact it peaks for 0.5 and rolls back. In other situation, when you see that there probably will be a fake breakout or 0.7 and it gives you a really insane skyrocketing one bar about 26%. It really depends on many uh, external factors that we can't see in fact. Okay, guys, I think we will be finishing. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your activity in the chat. I hope see you in the next stream in a week or in 2 weeks. So have a nice day, have a nice evening, and good trading session. See you.